In this video we'll be learning about Python input and output. So we'll be using two built-in functions, print and input. So let's start with print. So I'm going to make a variable a and then I'm going to print the value of a and then we'll put the a inside it. So let's run it. You can see the value of a is 9. So similarly we can also use print 1, 2, 3, 4, and again I am going to use a separate 1, 2, 3, 4 and then separate it with a, let's say, star. Okay, so let's run it. So you can see 1, 2, 3 and 4 is separated by a star. Similarly I'll be using and then separate it with star itself, and then we'll end with @ sign. So let's run it. So you can see it is ended with a @ sign. So let's use output formatting now. So let's check the value of x as 6 semicolon, y as 12, and then I'm going to print the value of x is, and then I'm going to put a curly bracket, and y is again curly bracket, and then we'll use a full dot and then format, and then I'm going to put x comma y. So let's run it. So you can see the value of x and y has been defined in it. So now we'll take input from the user by using the input function. So let me comment it, input. Okay. So input function is very easy. Num equals input. Let's say enter number and we'll print the number. So let's run it. So you can see it is asking for a number. So let's put 5. So it is printing 5 as the number. So now let's comment this, otherwise it will be asking it again and again. So now we'll take another example of taking input from the user. So let's do that. So let's make a variable name. Here I'm going to put an input, enter student name. Again I'm going to make a variable major input, and let's put the major, enter major. Okay, and then university equals, we'll ask the user about the university, enter university. Okay, so now we'll be printing the student detail, print student detail, and then we'll be printing the name, major, and then university, and then we'll print the name, major, and university. Okay, so let's run it. So here it is asking for the student's name, so I'm now giving V Karna, major IT, and Oxford. So you can see it is giving all the details what we have entered. So let me comment these lines, otherwise it will ask whenever we run this program. So now we will be taking multiline input. Okay, so let me put enter. You can see clearly that I am writing. So here I am going to put multiline input. We will be giving multiline input here. So let's make a variable multiline, and then we will print tell me about yourself. Okay, and then we'll make a while statement. While true, we'll make a line variable and we'll ask for the input, and then if line then multiline and then dot append line, we'll make a else statement and we'll put a break, and now we'll make a final text variable and let's put a next line inside it, and then join multi, and then we'll print a next line and we'll print final text input, we'll print the final text. So let's run it. So here it is saying tell me about yourself, so I am writing hello, and then let's say I am happy to learn Python. So you can see here the final input is giving us hello, I am happy to learn Python. So now we will be seeing the different type of output. Let's see the string justification. So output string justification. Okay, so let's take a input in text variable, text equals input, and then we'll ask for enter a string. So here the user have to enter a string, and then we'll print the next line, and let's say we'll put a left justification here, string left justification. Okay, and then we'll just put text.ljust. Okay, and then we'll put 60 and then star. Okay, and now let's print right justification. So let me copy the above one, so it will save a little time. Now we'll be using a right justification, and in the last one we'll be using center. Okay, here we will be changing it to rjust and here as center. So the other things remains the same. So let me put a comment over here, otherwise it will be printing again and again. So let's run it. So it is saying enter a string, let's say Python series. So you can see here the justification. So let me do this. So you can see here the justification, right justification, center justification, left justification. So now we will be learning about the import function. So when our program grows bigger, it is a good idea to break into different modules. So the modules is a file containing Python definitions and statements. So Python module have a file name which end with .py. So let's see the import function. We'll import it. So let's import. Import math. Okay, and then we'll be using print math dot pi. Okay, so let me first comment this above things. So let me run it. So you can see here it is printing the value of pi. So you don't have to make variable for pi, it is inbuilt. So now all the definitions inside math module are available in our scope. We can also import some specific attributes and functions only using the from keyword. So let's do that also. Let's do here from math input pi. Okay, so let's print pi. So you can see the value of pi has been printed. Similarly, we will be using, let's say, import sys, and then we will be printing the path, print sys dot path. So you can see the path has been printed.